And then you got ground 4.
Ground 4 is legitimate expectation. So it goes back to sort of unwritten contract and inferred and implied contract between us and TfL when we finally pass the knowledge that we will be allowed to apply for hire on all streets of London where public transport, we will be able to pass and repass those streets, basically without let or hindrance. And unless there are very, very good reasons. So, for instance, if they had to put in an emergency traffic order for building works to keep people safe, fine.
Yeah.
But apart from that, our legitimate expectation is to use those roads, being part of. We were found to be part of public transport in policy and in law by Mrs. Justice Lang, and she also what we've been saying, that we and buses are the only two forms of public transport allowed to apply for hire. And so we should be precluded and stopped from entering the roads where the buses can go. It was summed up by very good friends of mine as where buses go, taxis go. And we just expanded on it and went down the legal route.
So just for clarification, the pass and repass rights are not just on TfL roads and red routes, but they apply to all London streets. So I know buses go on local authority run streets as well. Is that correct? So your pass and repass right is on all London streets and not just the streets controlled by TfL. Is that correct?
Yeah. For clarity, excuse me. Transport for London own and run, but they're responsible for the red routes, and the local boroughs are responsible for the non-red routes. However, we took the whole street space plan and guidance. We challenged that, which a lot of the boroughs have implemented. And so we've said, or our legal team has said, that our legitimate expectation should stand, whether it's a red route or whether it's somewhere in Enfield or Hackney or and the judge found us. This was the penultimate and last paragraph of on legitimate expectation. Finally, the detriment suffered by taxi drivers as a result of the schemes introduced under the plan of street space is a relevant consideration to take into account. Conclusion. Taking into account all evidence adduced and submissions made, I conclude that the Mayor and TfL have not shown there was an overriding public interest which justified the creation of taxi drivers' legitimate expectation. And for these reasons, ground 4 succeeds. So, as you know, you're from a legal background, TfL did not show evidence that banning us was in the overriding public interest. In fact, ironically, it was against their public interest, because they are saying that people need safe transport, especially in these COVID times, social distancing. Absolutely do. Absolutely. Not agree more. But at the height of the year, when you remember there were hot tub centres that people could go to for COVID testing before the huge national testing started. And we were contacted by a senior clinician in a South London health trust, and he saw that taxis were the safest form of transport for reduction of traffic. Because we got the partition between front and back, be sealed, and he decided it was even safer than ambulances, and that's why they use taxis to transport possible COVID patients to and from hot hubs. Now, I don't want to panic everyone. These were taken out of normal use. After every patient, they went back for deep cleaning, and they just waited for the. So please don't anyone think, oh God, did I just get in a cab that was used to go to hot hub? I guarantee you did not. It was strictly controlled and overseen by medical professionals.
No, no, we have that in the courts as well. So after every day, they do something called fog cleaning or something like that, whereas 2 hours is the entire courtroom's deep cleaned every day. So